Greetings, viewers and subscribers. You're welcome back again on this platform where we tell you undiluted truth. And if you are African watching this video, I hope you help me share it to all Africans. Because what is happening in South Africa recently is beginning to become a usual occurrence. Seeing them attacking fellow Africans in South Africa every time they feel hungry, anytime they feel frustrated, they go out to attack fellow black Africans. And this one said that Africans, their fellow Africans who are not from South Africa, had taken their sleep from them.
Just look at this thing, my bro. These are foreigners. The foreigners are in their houses, they're sleeping nicely, and we of South Africa, we are out here in this cold, catching cold, and these foreigners, they don't have papers, and just look at they're all sleeping nicely in the houses. They're sleeping really nicely in the house. We are here outside. They must go back to their country. They can't come here to take our sleep from us. These are mothers. Fucking shit.
I must tell you, I cannot continue to remind South Africans. Everyone must not continue to remind South Africans when they were in the lowest part of their life and history, when the apartheid was eating them up. It is still the black Africans that took them in, that stood with them and fought for them. Right here in Igbo land, not just in Nigeria, their icon, Mandela, was given protection.
Honestly, I feel very sad when I read in the newspapers or watch on the television some of the atrocious things being done in South Africa today. Particularly South Africans, black South Africans, not wanting their brothers to be in their country, and particularly Nigerians. Nigeria played a very, very significant role in the darkest years of South Africa, of the black South Africa, during the apartheid regime. They were killing them, they were imprisoning them, and in our own government of the eastern region, by my party, the NTNC then, we collected a lot of young boys and young girls from South Africa and gave them scholarships in Nigerian secondary schools, gave them the education here in Nigerian secondary school. The 16 grammar schools there had about 20 South Africans, when they were being oppressed by the whites, we were giving them education. Most of their politicians, we trained them in the NCNC political training school at Yaba. They went home and became ministers in their country. When Nelson Mandela was being hunted by South African apartheid government and British intelligence service, he found his way to Nigeria in 1961. And when he came to Nigeria, Dr. Azikiwe was then the Governor General, not yet President of Nigeria. So he reported to Zik. And Zik said, okay, we'll host you here. We'll keep you in this country. We'll give you refuge here. Let me find the nationalist that has similar thinking with you, with whom you feel comfortable and at home. And Zik sent for me. I went to see Zik at the State House. I introduced Nelson Mandela and said that I should take him and he should stay with me. Sorry. Mandela came to me and lived with me in my house at number 5 of Kotiebo Street, Ikoyi, Lagos, for 6 good months. The British intelligence service were looking for him, desperately for him, South Africa had no representation in Nigeria then. The apartheid government of South Africa did not have a representation in Nigeria then. So the British people were fighting for them. They were looking for him, but it was impossible for them to get to Mandela because Mandela was with me. I wasn't a soft person, a nationalism there. The British knew me. They wouldn't get near me. If they got near me, the person would burn.
People contributed money from our homeland here, from our town unions, from Nigeria, from Ghana, from other African countries to support them in their fight for their freedom from whites. Today, they cannot stand up against the whites.
You here to eat? What are you here for? You here to eat? What do you want to do? Yeah? We want to stop. Why? Wait! Stop us! What do you want to do? Yes, hold up! Move up!
How do you feel?
Lekker man, hoe voel jy? Voel jy alright? Dit was nie sy regte geweer nie, so dit fokkel op my in elk geval.
You can't do anything. Come here, man. Come here. Come here. Come here. Please, you can't do anything.
Hey, fuck you, man! Who do you think you are? You didn't rule this country!
They cannot speak up against the whites. Rather, they are now after the very people who stood by them as brothers to fight apartheid. I can tell you, South Africans, other African nationalities, black African nationalities that are in your country have had enough. And very soon, they will start fighting back. I almost wanted to say, everybody should leave it for them. Let them go and be enslaved again by the whites. Let them once again experience the pain of the apartheid regime their fathers before them went through, so that they can learn their lesson. I would have said such, but I can tell you it will come to the point where other African nationalities in Africa will stand up and fight for their rights in South Africa, since that is what they want. Because enough of reminding them of the past, since they are not ready to learn, let history repeat upon them. And that is my position. Stop running away from them. If they want fight, give it to them. And I must tell you and remind you that their government, Ramaphosa, is a big failure. I must tell you. For allowing that to happen, it's not just allowing that or putting looking the other way. No, they are the ones sponsoring it to divert attention, to shift blame of their failures to other African nationalities living in South Africa. And this must be put to a stop. No wonder they quickly jailed Malema, who had been one voice fighting to stop this nuisance of South Africans, black South Africans, who thought their fellow Africans are their problem.
Accused 1 in respect of counts 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, you are found guilty as charged. You are sentenced to a period of 5 years imprisonment. In respect of count 2, you are sentenced to a period of 2 years imprisonment. In respect of count 3, you are sentenced to 20,000 rand or to undergo 6 months imprisonment. In respect of count 4, you are sentenced to 20,000 rand or to undergo 6 months imprisonment. In respect of count 5, you are sentenced to pay a fine of 20,000 rand or to undergo 6 months imprisonment. In terms of section 280, subsection 2 of Act 51 of 1977, the court orders that the sentence imposed in respect of counts 2, 3, 4 and 5 run concurrent with the sentence imposed in respect of count 1.
No wonder they jailed him. But I can tell you, you can jail Malema, but you can never jail what he believes in. To other South Africans who stood by justice or who stood for justice and fairness for other Africans, I just hope you speak up now.
80% of our land in South Africa is white owned. We're basically dog. Every street. In our own country. We're begging, man. And who's our enemy? I don't like that statement. I feel like a white man made that statement. A white man coined that term. A white man caused the divisions between us as black people. And they're winning, man. Because as long as we are divided as Africans, the longer the white man gets to stay in power, the more wealth the white man gets to accrue. The richer and richer they get, the poorer and poorer we get.
Education is the only thing that will help South Africans. If you wait for the government to deport all these foreigners out for you to develop, you will never develop. You will die in poverty. They are saying you do not pay school fees, right? Take advantage on that position. Work hard in school, pass, get degree, get to work in government. Once you start working in the government, you will have no problem with foreigners. As a matter of fact, you will need them to be your housemaid. You will need them to be a houseboy. Wasting your time on smoking, not learning, you will remain blaming foreigners for your failure. And trust me, these foreigners will remain here. They will continue to be your problem until you die.
And don't shut your mouth. My name is Asuchenet Peters, a Pan-Africanist speaking from Nigeria. Help me share this video to everyone. Bye-bye for now.